what do you ask of God's church for whatever their name is? Okay, this is kind of a little expanded version of that in part. It's also about discerning, you discerning, continuing to discern. God called me to do this. You know, is this really what I want to do, etc. And the church discerns. You know, well, do we think they're ready? You know, to do this. There are also some little prayers of exorcism. Okay, let me explain that. As soon as that word gets thrown out there, people start thinking about that movie. That's not what it's about. That is, a prayer of exorcism is always part of the rite of baptism, even with an infant. And demonic possession of a person is only one specific form of exorcism, and a highly rare one, actually. What to exorcise in that sense, all it simply means is to cast out evil. Okay? Nobody's calling you evil. What the evil is for someone who is not yet baptized is original sin. That's what's being addressed in the prayers of exorcism, as it is with an infant. So that's all it is. But that is part of the rite, and we'll pray those in the scrutinies. And so it's already a kind of a beginning of the rite of baptism, really. So just know that that's coming. And it gets a little busier during Lent in that sense.
Do you dismiss them? No, leaving the church. We were talking about
We've
that.
been doing that all along if we were going to do
I
that.
never really understood why they did all that. I mean, I know why they did it, but it never really made sense. Because when I first started, they would dismiss them.
Yes, and have a liturgy of the
Class.
word. Yeah. Well, years and years ago, before I was even in seminary, and I lived in Nashville, I was on Rcia 18, and we did all that. But I just don't
It's
do
like
it.
you're saying they're joining our church, but you gotta leave, you can't stay. I mean, it just kind of,
Well, I guess it can come across that way. It's not the intent.
yeah.
But no, we've been doing that all along. We were
Well,
doing that.
I've only been a couple of times. So.
Yes, sir.
So just to re-clarify, if you have been baptized, you're only required to have to be here on the first and second Sundays, and then you don't have to be required to be back until Holy Thursday, right? Is what you're saying.
Well, you're
But you
not.
still go to church, if you don't
Yeah,
have to be at that
I
particular
know.
mass at that particular.
But
That's
you
what
mean-
I meant.
You mean in this parish?
Yeah,
Oh, isn't
at
it?
this parish.
At that time, it's easy.
Yes, and you're not absolutely required to on Holy Thursday or Good Friday. It's like Ash Wednesday, it's not holy days of obligation, although more people, well, at least some people come. I would highly recommend it that you come, that you experience the full Triduum, because it is really all one mystery celebrated in three parts, which is the way I usually try to preach it. It's really one homily, but I'm saying it in three parts to reflect that the fullness of the mystery. And one builds on top of the other. They are unique services that only happen once a year. And we'll talk more about Holy Week later, but Good Friday is the only day of the year that it is absolutely forbidden to celebrate Mass. You cannot, under any circumstance, it doesn't even matter if it's a funeral, you cannot celebrate Mass on Good Friday. And it's the only day of the year. Now, we have a service, but it's not Mass. You'll hear people call it Mass, but it's not Mass. It is not, we will have communion even. because you consecrate enough on Holy Thursday night to cover both nights. But it is not a celebration of the Eucharist.
So that's the night you do the adoration.
Veneration or celebration.
Veneration of the cross,
Veneration.
yes.
I couldn't remember if that was Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, because usually my dad and stuff camped out at the river during the whole summertime from like April to November or whatever.
Right.
And normally we'll come to this church every Sunday morning whenever he's down there. But during the rest of the time, it's like my grandparents go to St. Peter's.
Right.
So that's kind of like, normally we'll go with them, but if it's like a thing where we have to be here, then yes, we'll be at St. Agnes for sure.
Well, that's between you and your grandparents.
Yeah,
The bishop
that's what
said
your mom's
this-
asking.
The bishop said this was the worst county. We were church hoppers. We went to all the churches here instead of.
It goes on everywhere, boy.
Yeah.
It's not even worse. Every parish I've ever been assigned to, it's worse in Davis County. A whole lot more
I was
often.
gonna say, I used to go to probably the third quarter football too, when they moved.
Yes. Talking about living your life, I have a handout. Daily Bible reading. Vegas Bible reading.
That's not a woman that had mindset anyways. Well, because free day. Okay. You go back to the
Does everybody know about our fish fry tomorrow night? Starting at 5. Everybody's invited to come? Just part of that whole community thing, you know. When you join the church, join the activities of that parish, get involved in things and, give
That's
something.
a wonderful segue when you're done. Go on.
And then after the fish fry, you'll have Stations of the Cross, so it gives you an opportunity. None of it's, Stations of the Cross aren't after, they're having before.
They're at 5.
Oh, at 5, never mind. St. Anne's is 7, you know.
Yes.
Okay.
Fish fry starts at 5, still it goes to 7, so I have it at 5, so you still got 20 pounds.
Oh, to do both. Okay.
Yeah.
How much are the tickets, like $5 or?
I think they're 10.
10.
Yeah. For adults and 5 all you can eat. But some people and be visible so that people, well, that's part of getting in front of the church and doing these ceremonies is that the church can help supporting it in your growth and everything.
I guess we're done. Okay. One other thing then, that Raymond gave a wonderful segue into it. To make a very long story short, for this fish fry tomorrow night, we got to have a bunch of tables and chairs set up in here. The people that ordinarily do it aren't doing it anymore. So if you have a few minutes, since we got all these people here, we could just pitch in. They're in that closet right there. Set those suckers up real quick and have that